I was living, when my father passed away,
Yeah.
I was living on 65th Street and Bay Parkway,
Okay.
on top of Gannon's tire store.
Oh, I remember Gannon's tire store.
Yeah, right. So we're living there, that's when my father passed away. And then from there, I think we went to 65th Street, then we went to 67th Street, and then 72nd Street. We kept moving. At that time, I guess everybody was looking to have, good areas to live in, to be in the community.
Right.
And
But when your father first came from Syria
yes,
and your mother,
yes. My mother came.
where were they living then? That wasn't Bay Parkway, or were they
No,
still in
my
the Lower East Side?
my mother and my father were born in Aleppo,
Right,
and then my father came to the States in 1912.
right,
So his wife, my mother, wasn't able to come because of the First World War.
right.
So she had to wait until 1920 before she came back to the States with my brother Bob and my sister Vicky.
So when they came,
Yes.
where did they live when they first came?
Well, I was born in between 19th and 20th Avenue and 60th Street.
So you were already in Bensonhurst?
Yeah, at that time, but
Okay.
we didn't stay there too long because then we moved to Bay Parkway, and
Were you born at home?
yes,
You were born at home?
I think so. When I was about 5 years of age, I was going to the Kitab of Salim Ashkenazi on 64th Street and 20th Avenue.
Oh, really?
And then after that, I went to Rabbi Hillary on 67th Street at the Talmud Torah,
So did you go to school? Where did you go to school?
PS 205.
PS 205?
Yeah. And I stayed there until I graduated. And when I finished 205, I went to Setlow Junior High School. And at the time that I went to Setlow Junior High School, I was living on 72nd Street with my sister Vicky and Nettie and my brother Louis and my mother. And then I think Nettie got married, and my sister Vicky got married. So the house was too expensive to rent, so we moved to Avenue O. And then at that time, when I was living on 72nd Street, I used to get up early in the morning and go to the dairy store and take bottles of milk, glass bottles of milk. And I used to
Cream
deliver.
on top?
Pardon me?
With the cream on
Yeah,
top?
with the cream on top. And then I used to deliver them to the big apartment houses on 75th Street, 74th Street, 73rd Street. And then I used to go to school. Then after that, there was a grocery store, a produce store next door, and the name was Ralph's Produce. It's not mine, but it's Ralph's Produce. Anyway, and I used to make deliveries for them to try and make a nickel, a dime, a quarter to help out to pay for the rent and food or whatever it is. And then I used to skip school, Setlow. I used to skip it, and I used to go and try and work all day, if possible, at the Ralph's Produce place. And then from there, the truant officer used to wait for me to take me to school, because I didn't report to school for a few days. Anyway, and then I worked over there for $3 a week, working at 7 in the morning, or earlier, I don't know, until 10 o'clock at night. And Saturdays, I used to work over there until he got rid of all the fresh vegetables, which was like around midnight. And then from there I went to different jobs, I guess. I graduated set low.
Okay.
But
so you didn't go to high school?
No, I didn't go to high school.
Okay.
I was going to high school, but I didn't like it.
Okay.
I was going to the New York School of Printing in Manhattan on 34th Street and 8th Avenue, 9th Avenue or something. Anyway, and had too many people. We started out on the table to learn, to set the print and all that type. And then it became 4. And then it became 6. So there was no time for me to learn anything, so I quit. And
so that was after Cethlo?
Yes.
You tried to learn a trade, a vocational trade?
Yes. And then I went to Lafayette, and I was too far behind. They put me in a class according to my age, I guess, or something. And I couldn't understand certain things in math, algebra, whatever they had. So I quit that, and then I started working on a regular basis.
What was the language spoken in your home?
Arabic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't learn English till you went to school?
Right. And my mother didn't speak English at all. At all, even till the day she passed away. She passed away in 1954.
Tell me about the military. I understand you served in World War II and that you're a veteran.
Yes. I served in the World War II in the Pacific, and I was there actually in the service 3 years, and I think I didn't have too much training, so they sent me overseas, my company. And then I stayed there, until went to New Hebrides, Espiritu Santos. I went to Cebu in the Philippines and Leyte in the Philippines. And then I had enough points to get home when the war ended.
Did your brother serve in the military?
My brother Louis.
He did?
He enlisted in the Navy.
World War II?
The Navy, yes.
Okay.
If he didn't enlist, he would have been home with my mother taking care of her. But he wanted to enlist because all his friends joined the Navy. And
so he also served in World War II?
yeah, he served in World War II. He served on a battleship destroyer called the Hamilton, I think, the Hamilton.
And Bob didn't serve?
No, Bob didn't serve.
You told me you went to public school.
Yes.
And you went to the Kitab,
Yeah.
right, after school. You didn't go to the Magen David Kitab. You went to the...
Talmud Torah. I went to the Talmud Torah, 67th Street.
Oh, you did? Okay. So
Right
that was Magen
opposite,
David.
right opposite the school, public school, right? And we lived in the apartment upstairs, and I remember my mother would stay by the window on Saturday when one of the men used to carry their sefer and bring it to her on the window, show it to her, and she used to make the prayers. Then they used to go and continue with the sefer, the thing. But that was done for quite a few years, I think it was. I'm not sure exactly. I would say at least for 6, 7 years.
Who were your friends in Bensonhurst?
My friends, I had a friend by the name of Ike Lazzie and Raymond Raymond Fallick. But then after I moved out of the area, and I moved to 72nd Street, I think their families moved over to Ocean Parkway later. And at that time, I think I was in the service.
So you never lived in the Ocean Parkway area?
No.
Okay.
No.
You were in Bensonhurst.
Yeah.
So I'd like you, the two of you, to talk a little bit about your life as children in Bensonhurst, together.
It's true.
You were children together in Bensonhurst.
Well, of course. We grew up together. I remember I used to fight with Ralph. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, we used to fight together.
I used to fight with him, poor guy. I'll never forget him. But he was quiet. He was very quiet. I could never get a hold of my brother Lou. Lou was a bum. We used to call him Bum. He was a bum.
He used to run around.
Yeah.
Anyway, we grew up together on 67th Street.
Uh-huh.
We grew up on...
We fought all over.
We grew up actually on 65th Street when my father passed away.
That's right.
On top of Gannon's on 65th and Bay Parkway.
Bay Parkway, 65th Street and Bay Parkway.
Right.
Above the gas station or something.
Right. And then we moved to 67th Street.
Yeah, to the Mag and David.
Mag and David, right. And that was a good area until we moved into 72nd Street.
That's right. And then when I got married and I was going away, I guess Mom, it was too much for her. That big apartment.
Yeah.
She took that other apartment, or Vicky took it, I should say.
Well, it was the apartment that we were in on 72nd Street. We had a chance to buy the house.
Oh, yes, I remember that. My uncle wouldn't give her a
He
penny.
wouldn't give a penny.
A penny.
My mother's brother, who had money,
He was loaded.
wouldn't give her a
penny.
deposit to give to the house. The house was right at that time was I think $6,000, $7,000.
I don't remember.
Anyway, whatever it was, and then
He wouldn't come out with
come out.
anything.
We
But
had-
he managed to come to my mother's house every Saturday for lunch. They ate food and all that.
yeah,
And my brother Lou was young. He used to come to him and say, Khali, uncle, could you give me a penny? And my uncle had a cane. He used to run after him. My brother used to go under a bed. And he's scraping the... under.
one time.
Then one time when he broke my mother's that shiffer robe.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yep, yeah.
There was a glass shiffer robe. It was beautiful. He needed a penny, wanted a penny. She didn't have it to give it to him. He threw something, he broke it.
Uncle Lou?
Yeah, Uncle Lou. He was tough. Oh, I don't know, honey.
Tell them how, what it
Honey, we were all, what can I tell you? We were all very desperate for whatever.
depression.
It wasn't an easy life.
Depression time.
Great Depression.
Depression.
I want you to talk about
It wasn't an easy life, Rahi.
Tell me, did your mother teach you to cook? Was
I-
your mother,
My mother was a very good cook. Excellent.
She was a great cook. Oh,
Great cook.
I miss her food.
Yeah.
Whatever she did, I used to watch her, and ask this, that, or I'd say to her, I wanted to make, let's say, cake. I'm making cake. She'd say to me, you can't make that. I said, just tell me what to do, give me the measurements, the cups or whatever, and I'll make it. And I did.
She made good calzones,
Everything.
everything. The
Everything.
thing
I
that
did.
I really loved the most was the skin of the cow. She used to clean it and clean all that fat out, all that.
Yeah, well,
then
that,
stuff it.
Salchicha?
no,
A
no,
little
not
bigger than
salchicha.
salchicha.
It was thicker. It was
But
the intestines of the insides. And then my mother used to buy it from the butcher, and then they have to get all that crap that's all over it, till it was perfectly clean. Then she stuffed it and cooked it with either whatever it is, eggplant or whatever it is. It was delicious. We used to call it the j.
Yeah,
J.
yeah,
Remember?
right. It was very nice.
I remember that.
Yeah. Nobody.
What kinds of games? Did you play games as children? Street games?
That I don't know.
Huh?
Outside, yeah. Did you play street games?
I don't think that's. I think she was busy in the house.
I don't remember.
No?
I played outside
Yeah?
with my friends.
Yeah? What did you play?
Johnny on the Pony, Ringo around the Rio.
Handball? Did you go to the park and play handball? And that?
I was very good at handball.
Yeah?
Yeah, I played very good with handball. And I played it until, even when I was in Texas, there were some guys that wanted to play handball. I played handball with them. It was very good. They couldn't keep up with me. I
Yeah.
was very active. Thank God.
Anyway, thank God for whatever. Look,
But she got married young, and I miss her. That's all. You know, she was.
if it
But you
wasn't,
were in Texas.
Huh?
But you were in Texas.
no, when
I was in Texas.
He was
she
in Texas.
wasn't there.
I was in Brooklyn,
She was
waiting for Joe to come from the road, working. And he never came, and I knew I had to go to the hospital. My stomach was, I was ready to give birth.
I had a lot of experiences of going from Brooklyn to Texas, Texas to Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah.
My son, my brother, and I was just the type
To do
listen,
everything.
To listen and do everything.
Yeah. He was very good. He was a good boy. He still is a good boy. He's a sweetheart. He still is a good boy. Thank God. Thank God for Ralph.
Yeah.
Allah Zidek, with many, many more years, inshallah.
You and I.
Well,
You and I.
together,
Yeah.
but inshallah.
Yeah.
That's all I want to know.
All right. Only good things.
Yeah, only good
good things.
things.
And you have
That's
to-
right.